It began on an ordinary college night, the kind filled with cheap coffee, crumpled notes, and the hum of tired ambition. But inside room 213 of Hollow Creek University, something extraordinary and terrifying was about to unfold. Her name was Maya Brooks, 20 years old, journalism major, bright, curious, and the kind of person who never missed a deadline. Her roommate, Emily Carter, was the opposite, quiet, private, the kind of girl who always wore headphones and kept her side of the room spotless. And then, one Thursday night, Emily disappeared. Maya remembered it clearly. They were both studying for midterms. Emily had been typing something on her laptop, something she quickly minimized when Maya walked by. Then, around midnight, Emily stood up and said quietly, "I'll be right back." She grabbed her phone, her dorm key, and left. No jacket, no bag. No one saw her leave the building, and she never came back. By morning, her bed was untouched. Her phone was still gone. Campus security searched every hallway, every camera, but no footage showed her leaving, not once. It was as if Emily had just walked out of existence. The police called it a voluntary disappearance, but Maya couldn't accept that. Emily had no reason to run, no enemies, no family issues. She was just gone. That night, as Maya sat alone in their shared dorm, she noticed something strange. A notification popped up on Emily's Instagram account. A new story had been posted, a photo. It was of their dorm room, taken from inside, from Emily's side of the room, and it had been posted just 5 minutes ago. At first, Maya thought it was a glitch. Maybe Emily had scheduled posts, maybe someone hacked her phone, but the photos kept coming. One at 2 a.m., Emily's empty bed, one at 4 a.m., Maya asleep in her own bed, and one at 6 a.m., the closet door slightly open. Maya's heart raced as she stared at that last one. She swore that door had been shut. She walked across the room, hands shaking, and opened the closet. It was empty, except for Emily's phone lying on the floor. The screen was cracked, still recording a video. The video showed the room in real time. The same lighting, the same stillness. Then, movement. From the corner of the frame, something shifted, like the air itself rippled. A faint staticky shape began to appear, standing near Emily's desk. Maya leaned closer to the phone. The shape had no clear outline, just a blur of digital noise. And then, in a single terrifying frame, it leaned toward the camera and whispered something. The sound was just a faint, unintelligible static. Maya dropped the phone and the video cut to black. Maya brought the phone to the police, but they brushed it off, said the file was corrupted. But when she plugged it into her laptop that night, a new folder appeared automatically. It was labeled Room 213 Backup. Inside were dozens of photos, all time-stamped after Emily had vanished. Some showed the dorm empty. Others showed Maya, sleeping, studying, even leaving for class, all taken from different angles of the same room. But one photo stood out. It was dated for the next day, and it showed the room completely empty. The next night, Maya couldn't sleep. Every sound made her flinch. The radiator hissed, the floor creaked, and then she noticed it, in the mirror above Emily's desk. A faint reflection of someone sitting on Emily's bed. But when she turned around, there was nothing. She looked back at the mirror. The reflection was still there. Closer now. Maya whispered, "Emily." The figure tilted its head. Then the mirror cracked, thin spiderweb fractures splitting across the glass. Her phone buzzed again. Another photo uploaded to Emily's account. This time it showed Maya, staring into the cracked mirror. Maya ran out of the room and slept in the common lounge that night. But when she woke up the next morning, something felt off. The hallway outside her dorm seemed wrong. Posters she'd seen yesterday were gone. The walls looked freshly painted, and when she reached room 213, the door had no nameplate. She swiped her key card, and it worked. Inside, the furniture was rearranged. The walls were blank, and on Emily's desk sat a folded note. It read, "Don't look at the photos. They see you too." Maya's hands trembled as she unfolded it further. Behind the note was a printed photo. It was of her, standing exactly where she was right now, reading the note. Terrified, Maya went to the dean. He looked confused. "There's no room 213 in Hollow Creek Hall," he said. "That dorm wing has been sealed since 1998. Maya's blood ran cold. "That's impossible. I've been living there for months." The dean frowned. "Miss Brooks, that building was closed after a student vanished inside. Her name was Emily Carter." Maya froze. "What year?" The dean said. 1998. He turned his computer screen toward her, a scanned photo from an old campus newspaper. The girl in the photo was her roommate. Maya rushed out of the office, breath shaking. When she got outside, her phone started ringing. The caller ID read, "Emily." She answered, her voice trembling. "Emily, where are you?" Just static. Then a whisper, "Behind the lens." The call cut off. She opened her camera app, and for a split second, she saw the reflection of someone standing right beside her. She turned. No one was there. Back in the dorm, Maya tried to delete the folder, Room 213 Backup. But no matter how many times she hit delete, it reappeared. Then a new file showed up. "Before you move." She clicked it. It showed the dorm, same furniture, same lighting, but a different girl, blonde hair, nervous, sitting on the bed. The timestamp read, October 11th, 1998. The girl in the video looked into the camera and said softly, "If you're watching this, it means she's chosen you next." The footage glitched, freezing mid-frame, and behind the girl, a dark static shape appeared, the same one from Emily's video. Maya slammed her laptop shut. For days, Maya tried to ignore it. She stopped taking photos, covered the mirrors, even unplugged her laptop. But then, her phone started sending notifications. New uploads to Emily's account again. Each photo was darker than the last, and each came with a number. Maya realized it was a countdown. She called the police. They arrived within the hour, but when they entered her room, she was gone. Only her phone remained, still recording a video. The footage showed the officers searching the empty dorm. No sign of struggle, no forced entry. But as one of them turned toward the mirror, the reflection showed Maya standing behind him, smiling faintly, even though she wasn't in the room. Then the screen went black. Weeks later, the university officially closed the dorm for renovation. But construction crews reported strange interference. Cameras malfunctioning, tools disappearing, lights flickering whenever someone entered room 213. One day, a worker found a Polaroid camera wedged behind a radiator. Inside was one undeveloped photo. When it developed, it showed two girls, sitting side by side on matching beds. Emily and Maya, both smiling, both staring directly into the lens. Months later, a true crime podcast covered the story, The Hollow Creek Disappearance. The host ended the episode saying, "No one ever found Maya Brooks." But her Instagram account still updates, once a week. Always the same angle, always the same room, and in each photo, one new object appears, as if the room is slowly rebuilding itself for its next occupant. That night, the host's live stream glitched for exactly 6 seconds. When the frame returned, viewers swore they saw a reflection in his webcam, a young woman standing quietly behind him. Years later, Hollow Creek reopened. Room 213 was turned into a modern art lab, bright, clean, and safe. Or so they thought. One afternoon, a freshman was testing a new camera lens when she noticed something strange. Every photo she took came out perfect, except one. In that one photo, two figures stood in the background, blurry but familiar, both wearing dorm hoodies, both smiling. When she checked the metadata, the photo's file name had been automatically renamed Room 213 Next JPG, and in the bottom corner, a faint reflection of herself. They say Hollow Creek S Room 213 doesn't exist anymore, that it is just a story to scare new students. But every year someone disappears from campus housing. And when they do, a new photo always appears. So if you ever get a random image from an unknown account, a photo of your room from the inside, don't look at it twice. Because sometimes, the camera doesn't just capture moments, it remembers what reality tries to forget. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more chills. Stay safe out there.